Welcome to Poindexter's Pointers of Fighting. I'm Poindexter, and here's my pointer. A question has been asked. What is the best self-defense tool to have on you? That answer is going to be whatever matches your personality. Now, I did a previous video about this where I talked about it later in the video. But we need to get into this now because I feel like this is a critical thing. You have to know what kind of person you are. You have to know your demeanor. Think about how you react normally to a self-defense situation. Like, the self-defense isn't normal, but I want you to think about your normal personality. Are you an aggressive person normally? Or are you a passive person normally? Are you a person who, when you get mad, you get aggressive, or when you get mad, you get down? Are you someone who, when you get scared, you freeze, or when you get scared, you react? If you're a reactor, I would suggest that you get something more aggressive, like maybe a knife, maybe a stun gun, maybe some pepper spray. But if you're a freezer, I would say you get something more like a personal alarm, or maybe like a flashlight, some kind of a light situation, something like that. Flash in somebody's face real quick and just get them to blink and run. If you're someone who's calm and doesn't react quickly, who's a thinker, then I would say maybe get a gun. But you got to be a calm person to have a gun. You cannot be someone who just reacts to everything, because you might pull and shoot and it might not even be what you think it is. I think for someone to carry a gun, you have to be a very calm person who can notice when the self-defense situation is approaching. You know the steps, the person's getting closer, their phrases are getting shorter, their one foot's going behind the other, they're reaching in their pockets. You're noticing the steps, you're noticing the things, and you're calm enough to notice those things. You're not letting them get to you. You're not letting an emotional situation happen. But if you're someone who freezes, you don't need a gun. Because if someone notices you have a gun and you freeze, they'll take it from you. If you're someone who is highly aggressive, just you get mad, you're just, yeah, you don't need a personal alarm. You may not need anything, but you definitely might have the demeanor to use a weapon if you have it. And this is all about, I'm talking about emergency situations. I'm not talking about y'all getting an argument and then you pull a knife and stab somebody. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you're alone, someone traps you in a corner, they're trying to rob you. You've got kids with you and you see a couple people approaching you, talking about what's that, and you feel like you gotta go. You start to turn and go, they start chasing you. Real situations. You have something somebody wants and they come in to get it from you, and it ain't theirs, it's yours. Someone's breaking in your house. Just all kind of situations. Someone's drunk, they're coming at you, aggressive, they don't even know who you are, but they're so drunk they don't care. Hey, motherfucker, that type. Situations where you might have to be dealing with someone who's aggressive, who's not coherent, who's not reasonable, who might have started out calm but works themselves into an anger. These kind of people. You're in a maybe life or death situation, you never know. When you get in these situations, you have to know what kind of person you are. And you don't want to figure that out when it's happening, because it might be too late. So the best tool for you to use is the one that matches your personality. Now, a personal alarm, I still think is good for anyone. A self-defense app on your phone, one that doesn't require you to go through security, I still think is good for everyone. If I'm running from somebody and I can hit a button and it alerts all kinds of people, that's cool. That's always cool. Even if you are someone that might have a gun or someone that might have a knife or something like that, if I can alert people, because you never know who's near you. You alert, the police might be right around the corner. Or you might have 4 or 5 friends at a bar and it alerts your social media and they come right to your spot, then guess what? That person now sees all these people, he's going to just take off. So I think personal alarms are always a good deal. Always have something like that, and get those for your kids too. If you're a parent, get your kid a personal alarm along with a GPS locator. Maybe they're both in one. I don't even know if they sell both of those in one, but they might. I've seen the little GPS locators. They're real cool looking. They're different colors and they're circular. You can just stick it in your kid's bag. But give them a personal alarm. If they get scared, they can hit that button. It locates them. It makes a noise. Everyone comes running. Long as they're not the type to cry wolf, you're all right. But get what matches you. Please don't get something that doesn't match you and then it can get taken from you and used against you. That's my pointer for the day. Like and subscribe. Holla at your boy.